Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from TSG Uncut.
Now, gents, if you've seen my most recent live stream, you've probably seen this video.
Hey.
The freak?
What the f you brought me for?
Because you brought a whole baby.
I need another balloon so I can pop it again.
Don't laugh!
You not trying to be a stepdaddy? He a good baby.
Stop the cap. Boy, I'm not even trying to violate.
He kind of look like you.
Bro, come on. Why are you using your baby like this?
Now, watching that clip again made me realize one thing. Most single men don't want to date single mothers.
Hell no.
How many kids does a female have to have for you not to be interested in her?
One. For real, like one. 1, 2, and that shit is dub. 2 or 3, you know that bitch gotta get left alone, you heard? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Once you hit 3, it's over. Like 2 is already pushing it.
Look, a lot of them are actually okay with one.
3 is like, hell no.
If a bitch got 3 kids, I don't want you.
She can have as many as she wants. The kids ain't got nothing to do with me.
My nigga.
I do have a son. Sorry.
How old is he?
He is 4.
What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut.
What's up,
I'm your
Sean?
host, Sean C. Listen, after that clip that I showed you all in the live stream, I was like, yo, I have seen too many videos of women coming on here saying that it is men's fault that they're single mothers.
Sure.
There's a woman that says that
They say it all the
being
time.
a single mom can't be helped. I'm gonna say that again for the cheap seats.
Can't be helped.
Being a single mom can't be helped.
So there's just, all women are just single moms now because it just can't be helped.
That right there is disturbing.
wasn't a choice.
Because with that type of mentality, the only people that are suffering are our children. We're going
True.
to discuss that today. But the main question I want you to really take with you today, a thought, if you will. Women today, modern women today, need to stop
Co-signing.
making excuses for these single moms. And today I'm going to show you why. Do me a favor, hit that like button. And with that being said, let's get
Still
started.
give them massive support.
There is no way to avoid being a single mom,
What?
and I don't think people realize that. Because people will always say,
Gents, already in the first clip, you have this woman saying that you cannot prevent being a single mom.
You're joking, right?
These women are choosing to lay down with these dudes and saying that they ain't had no choice.
And I have the lamest baby daddy in the world.
Around horses, a lot of old shit.
Because you don't know why, bitch, I work 2 jobs.
In Bahamas,
I'm asking him for what I'm short on. Oh, I don't got it.
I don't want no drama.
This bitch been on a trip going on 2 months now.
Okay, out.
How you don't got it?
Living like twin.
See, gents, this is the problem.
I don't think it's correct or right, but again, women chose these men.
We have said on this channel many, many times, our women are choosing to lay down with Pookie, Ray Ray, Chad, and all of them. You
I like to call it chadrones and tukis.
are choosing these dudes. And for any women that are watching, you have to assume 2 things. The one thing I told my daughter is assume any man that you with wants to lay down with you, even if he swing a different way, even if he supposedly just your best guy friend. Assume that every man wants to lay with you. That out the way. When you lay down with a man, you have to assume that that man is going to get you pregnant. And what does life look like in 1 year, 2 years, if you get pregnant by this dude? What does it look like in 5 years? What does it look like in 10 years? There is no accountability of the fact that women control access to sex. We do not. Women control access to their bodies.
They also control access to who lives. Remember, these women can also choose to end things.
And they fought so hard to get it, yet they give it up for a 2-piece and a biscuit.
Damn.
Most of the men that y'all say aren't shit were raised by their mothers.
Yes.
You know, the single mothers like you with the sons, y'all are raising the same niggas that y'all despise. Single moms got them packing out the fucking jails. And I don't give a damn if you like what I'm saying or not, bitch. These are facts.
Yep.
I don't operate in feelings. Get a grip, ho.
You're a part of the problem.
Why am I attracting that?
It's the same thing I always say. If you 3 baby daddies in and they all deadbeats, you are a poor decision-making woman. And I'm not trying to beat that down, into you, but maybe you need to stop for a second, stop popping them kids out like they candy,
right?
And chill out and reassess yourself and really reevaluate and be like, okay, what's going on with me? Because I'm not a cum bucket, because that's how it's coming off. That's how it come off to me. I'm sorry. Anybody that want to release in me can.
Right.
There's no specialness in it. Anybody can get me pregnant. That's how I feel. That's how it looks.
Right. Just like to have sex, I can somewhat understand, but to just let men bust in you constantly, that blows my mind, right? Because of the germs and like the DNA and the cleanliness and the pH, like, ugh.
You don't have no type of self-control or thought process. You knew this dude for 3 months. If you are someone who is not a good judge of character, and girl, by 2 baby daddies, you know if you're a good judge of character. I don't care. Because if both is bad, both baby daddies deadbeat.
That's your
like
fault.
we said, girl. So if you know that, right?
Right.
Wait. Get to know them. People can only hide who they are for so long. Unless
I say that all the time. I say like 2-3 years. 3 years. Most people can hide 6 months, a year, maybe even 2 years. But 3 years of having a full facade the whole time? Yeah, something's gonna break and you're gonna freaking see their real self.
they are psychopaths. Or you're just completely lying to yourself.
Most women completely lie to themselves about the dude. This is not on the men in this case. If you know how men operate, that men gonna want to do some stuff, and you can assume that you're gonna get pregnant if you lay down with them, then the choice becomes on the women. The women have got to hold other women accountable, just like this other woman did.
I'm not gonna lie, as I get older, I start to understand deadbeat dads. No, I'm not giving an excuse for the actual deadbeat dads who don't give a shit about their kid, don't help their kid at all. But for their dads
talking about the good
was there in the beginning, and then the BM made the dad seem like the asshole. So the dad was like, man, fuck this shit, I'm out. I understand y'all. Because going through the courts, paying the lawyers, fighting to see your kid, doing all of that shit, bro, that shit puts an emotional toll on you. And it gets to a point where
it's not even just an emotional toll, young man. It's even a physical toll on you. Because once your mental state is so screwed, your physicality goes with it.
where it's like you're dangling my kid over my head. I'm not gonna keep stressing with this shit. So I'm out. And I ain't gonna lie, I understand that.
So that young man that you thought in the previous clip, he's right. It's like, listen, I'm not saying every situation is perfect, but we've already established that a lot of these women don't understand what it's like to be men. They have no clue. And if they did, they would lose their goddamn mind. But I'm gonna show you a great example of the type of woman that makes it hard for a man to stay around.
Played a very large...
She defied her husband's leadership and authority and destroyed her child's life.
part in the way that I comforted my children. My ex-husband did not allow me to give them ice cream or cookies or go to fast food places, but I would sneak it to them so they could be happy.
You see, that's the difference. I'm sorry I have stopped at this early, but that's the difference between fathers and mothers. You think that he's being mean by putting some type of restriction on the things that are bad for the kids. And you feel like,
remember, discipline.
I want to make them happy. You went with your feelings because you want to be liked. Too many of these moms want to be liked by their kids. And instead of them looking at you as a disciplinarian, they look at you like you a brother or sister or anybody else off the street. Kids want the boundaries. And the earlier you establish them, the better it is for them. But modern women today don't get that shit. Let's continue.
I doubled in weight and got up to over 200 pounds by the time I was 12. But as I gained more weight, my dad started to get more and more upset with me because of it.
Right.
And he tried to stop me and Carlton's weight gain, but it didn't stop us from eating how we wanted. And by the time I was 13, I was over 350 pounds.
Jeez. See, this is exactly why I care so much about my wife's health and her eating habits. This is number one reason. We are seeing it with this now. The kids are going to translate what the mother's eating habits are. It is so, oh my gosh, it's such a thing to me because my mother was overweight and then my brother and sister are now ridiculously overweight because of that. Like my mom's eating habits translated to them. When I was growing up, her eating habits were much better, and then she became diabetic and her eating habits just kind of got a little messed up. And then she just made different things, but because she was so busy with the stuff with work and everything, my brothers and sisters started eating fast food more often. And because they were eating fast food more often, they blew up. They blew up. My brother got diabetes when he was 18. My sister now is freaking 5'4" at like 220, 240. They're big kids. My brother now has slimmed down to about my size, but I worry about their health constantly. And that's what I'm already worried about this for my own brother and sister. How much can you guys think that I future think about my own kids and worried about them becoming diabetics at 18?
And Carlton was 5 or 6 and around 200.
When I was around 10, I think that's when it got to its worst with my dad. So as a family, it was at a point where we couldn't take it anymore. So my mom took us and we ran.
The dad is losing his shit. Okay, because if I was a dad in a situation, I'd be losing my shit.
I'm losing my shit now. I'm just watching.
And anybody who doesn't believe otherwise, you are the problem. You are the problem with what's going on right now. I feel some type of way about the fathers not being in the home and the moms enabling this type of shit. He's trying to tell these kids right. He's trying to tell the wife right. And she just ups and takes the kids. They're not held liable or responsible. This is a crime. This
is child abuse. Call it what it is, brother. Child abuse.
It's a fucking crime.
The truth. Your ass out this car, your life ain't don't mean that much. Get out this car.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't want to problem.
She's trying to get her money. Look at her.
Wait, what are we talking about right now?
Show me shit. What's your real idea?
This is my idea.
That ain't showing me 12, 11 years old.
You too
little, baby. You too little for that. You too little. Look.
Please don't tell me what's going on right now is what I think is going on right now.
What?
Look.
Please
How
no.
old is you, baby? How old is you?
This little girl up here turning tricks on the street. This is where we're at today.
Nobody talks about the amount of times as a fucking mom.
The truth is, I don't like being a mom.
They make it so hard to be a mom.
I'm a single mother with 5 kids.
Have y'all not noticed that there are so many freaking single moms right now?
I'm gonna need y'all to help me understand why my son hate me.
I finally came to the conclusion and had to accept the fact that my oldest son hates me. And I can't be mad at him for it because it's my own fault. I am just really sad today. My son and I, we don't talk much. I try with him. He just doesn't like me. And I made a lot of mistakes as a parent. And I've been trying to make up for it. And he just hates me so much. And it hurts so bad.
You know, the men that do truly hate women are usually these men. These men that have been dealt with this hand of a horrible mother that treated them so horribly that they just don't see love for women anymore.
It is extremely painful to love a child that does not love you back, especially after you have been really good to them.
Y'all know I'm a mama for my oldest child, a 17-year-old, and I'm just gonna say I feel like Jit don't like me. I feel like Jit do not like me, and I can't fathom why.
You have women who say how hard it is to be a single mom, yet they chose this independent lifestyle. They continuously tell us online that they don't need a man. They don't need anybody in their life. And then wonder why that these kids can't stand being around them. And listen, I've been in this situation. I've heard my kids say, not that they don't love their mom or whatever, but to be so frustrated with someone who doesn't understand.
I feel this frustration with my own mother when she was alive. You know, I felt these frustrations, but I still loved my mother. That was the other side of it. But these frustrations are real. They're real frustrations. And I fully understand a lot of men that obviously have dealt with horrible mothers. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel, was my mother a good mother all the time? No. Sometimes she was a bad mother. I can honestly say that. But it's hard for me to ever turn my back on her. Just the way I was raised, just the way I see my family, the way I see my mother and my father. Like, yes, my father and father weren't always the best, but they tried their best. And I can see that, at least, that they tried their best.
Stand the need of having the father around, having a male presence around. When your kids can see clearly and hear, especially if they get an opportunity to talk to that dad, and that dad isn't a bad person, they're gonna put it together. So for my dudes out there that got kids right now and you're trying to be in your kid's life and you talk to them and you're doing the right thing, but you got to deal with these type of moms, I'm going to tell you the reason why you get to this point right here is because eventually that kid is going to see the decisions that you're making and they're going to see the decisions that she has made. My kids have been through this. And it's sad because you can't get that fucking time back.
You really can't. And we say this too. Once they're 18, there goes about 90% of the time that you will ever spend with your kids. 90% of the time is gone now once they hit 18 because they have their own lives to live from then on. They're not going to be with you for eons.
Being a single mom is really hard.
Just walking down to get my son a fresh cut, man, looking good, feeling good, and wait a minute. What the?
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Gents, I want to hear your thoughts on today's subject down in the comments below. And
shout out to our brother Sean, dealing with the good fight of trying to be in his kids' lives, you know, and it's a hard thing. I have a lot of friends because I'm 39 now, so all of my friends have had kids. A lot of their kids are already like almost 18 now too. I have like friends that have 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds now, and they're going through this. They've gone through a lot of this, and I see it, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I know before things happened, I was already kind of warning things, or maybe I was already in the niche and then I thought about these things and maybe I didn't say it. And maybe that's why I kind of feel a little guilty about it, because at that time I was still new to all of this, so I wasn't confident to tell my friends something was up. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.